We had the internet. We had the internet on lock. October, November, little bit of December. Then niggas start bullshitting. It is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Kevo back again with another one. Hold on. Simple. As you know, DDG and his brother Dub has a group called Capaholics. They moved into a streamer house. They were supposed to go crazy. They were supposed to be like the next AMP type shit. You feel me? I guess, you know, things happen. Let's get into it.
We did ass, I know. Lazy Harlot. We had a lot of up in the beginning. When we first started, we lost a member on the first day. Finally got into the house. It was just a different environment. Like it just was a bad start.
We was ass.
Y'all was ass? Like performance wise?
Yeah, as a group, we was just ass. You know, we got our own lives.
How does that one song go? Another one bites the dust. Arguably one of the hardest things to do in content creation is start a group channel. It relies on so many people being equal participants to a bigger collective without seeing some sort of results in the interim. But that wouldn't stop DDG from making his attempt. In his journey to make Capaholics his new group endeavor work, he decided to ignore all of the warning signs and prerequisites for making a content group work. Instead, he decided to stick his friends in a house, believing that the proximity to the greatness that is DDG, Deshay, J5 as content creators would have them rise to the top. But he missed out on some very, very, very pivotal things, and ultimately it would lead to the group's demise as we see it today. Now, I don't blame DDG for thinking that this was the way to go about doing content creation. After seeing the success of the Sidemen, AMP, Phase, now known as Core, I would think that if I had a group of friends and I had a bunch of cameras, I too could make a bunch of group content. But there were very key things missing from this equation that DDG didn't factor in that will ultimately lead to the demise of his group channel.
Saying that I want to be, you know, I think I'm bigger than the program. Definitely is not that. You know what I'm saying? I come from a place where I know ain't nothing bigger than the program. You know what I'm saying? But the program can't work.
Simple. Y'all remember y'all remember they was beefing?
Bigger than the program. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say any names.
I remember that.
You feel me? Because that's not what I'm here for. I'm just gonna kind of like give like a surface level answer.
Why was they beefing though? Comment down below. I don't remember.
Because I'm not here to like just throw the blame on niggas. But at the end of the day, like I feel like the.
Oh yeah, is it cause he was it cause he was with Lala? I can't remember.
Person that made me lead this shit definitely should come out and say something, because they the reason. They know they're the reason. You know, everybody in the group knows they're the reason. Everybody in the group says, man, hey, I respect your decision. You're
that was something with
100% right. Every nigga, like if any nigga come out and say they didn't, like, then just lying to y'all, and that's on my heart.
Now, I don't think that J5 is the sole reason why the group is not succeeding today. Granted, taking one of the biggest members from the group and removing them from the collective is not going to help you one bit. But I do think that the messaging that he was portraying before he had left the group, mind you, this is even before day one, is very, very important to a reason why that it failed.
Even that group, like, it's not a real group, bro. Like, that ain't real. Them ain't real. Like, and I'm not saying like speaking on as far as everybody individually. I'm just speaking as a group. That's not a real friend group, bro. Our friend group was always based off of the ranks of popularity. Like, last year I was at the bottom of the rank. If I put up to the club late, nigga tell me, nigga, it's over. Like, you can't even get in the club. Like,
damn. Yeah, that's not real friends right there. You know, like a real friend. Oh, you say you outside? Oh, I'm coming to get you, bro. That's real friend. They tell that nigga, hey, man, and then we can do for you back. Damn.
I'm not coming out to get you. You gotta call like T.O. or somebody. You feel me? Like, that's the only way a nigga get somewhere. Like, you know, and that's just a representation of the dynamic of the friend group. And then, you know, this person has talked to various niggas crazy. Even the time I got talked to crazy, like this situation where a nigga just blatantly disrespected a nigga below the belt. He blatantly disrespected another nigga below the belt. And that person didn't say nothing. They took it. Like, they just, nigga call a nigga a bitch, I made you, and you drive this and whoop, like real crazy shit for it. It's like, damn.
Yeah, nah, hell nah. That's not no real friend is doing that. No real friend doing that. And me personally, if a nigga talk to me like that, or a nigga feel like he could say anything to me, bro, I'm not dealing with you. It's over with. Friendship over, relationship over. That's for any and everybody, bro. So for them niggas the hell? Simple. For them niggas to motherfucking put up with that shit just cause they got some bread and a little fame, It's crazy, bro. Show niggas don't got no morals, bro.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Now, I can't vouch for their specific friend group dynamics, but if I'm just taking Jay Cinco's word for it, he introduces the fact that not only are there question marks about how the inner workings of things go, but basically that there is some sort of hierarchy. And there's many ways to think about a hierarchical system when it comes to specifically human beings. But what I see is that there is somebody at the top that gets all the praise, but ultimately there is somebody at the bottom, the foundation of it all, that is supposed to be marching to.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You got to treat people with respect. The people around you, if you don't respect the people around you, why are they around you? You don't respect them. If you're around people that don't respect you, why are you around? They don't respect you. You know what I'm saying? It kind of don't make sense. Me personally, I'm a logical thinker, and nigga, that's just how I move and think. It don't make sense to me if somebody I don't like or somebody I don't respect, I'm not about to be around you, bro. Swear to God. You feel me? Swear to God. Unless you fam get a little pass, I ain't gonna lie. I got a soft spot for fam. But like, if you just like a friend or some shit, like, nah. Simple. I get respect to get respect anyway. So if you don't respect me and feel like you disrespect me, it's over with. Just don't deal with it.
The beat of the drum at the person at the top. But see, that's not how a group channel can be formed, and content creation shouldn't work like that. You kind of need everybody to be bought into the idea that they're going to become influencers, content creators, and have some sort of passion to the project in order for it to succeed. Otherwise, you're going to get people to fall off left, right, and sideways. And something that other successful streamer, part of a big content group, Phantom, said in a previous video, I think that there's a problem in content creation where everybody's looking at the money first.
This is the only thing I don't fuck with the new era of I don't call it the new era of streaming, but like, because I feel like in every era this existed, but like that niggas that just sparked the live just for the bag, like nothing else. Like,
with only 6 group videos in 10 months, and when we look at the Twitch analytics, which we will in a second, I think it's fair to question the validity or maybe the reality of some of the members' content creation careers. Look, it's no secret, there's a bag in content creation. We're seeing all of these content creators become the new rappers, the new athletes with their chains, cars, clothes, and lifestyle that everybody wants to live. But does that mean that anybody and everybody can just prop up a camera, hop on the microphone, and say something consistently where people will listen? No. I'm not here to complain about this line of work, but ultimately there is a level of grind that is involved in all of this. It's entrepreneurship. It is, making your own way for a long time until something pops off. And I will say this for people that are forming a group channel, if members of the group don't have the passion to be doing this thing on their dolo without the need of the group, then ultimately it's not going to work. And that's the exact situation that's going on with Capaholics.
DG was not here. DG put me on as music. I can say that now. Like I always tell y'all this, without my cousin Moo, I would not be doing music at all. I'm just thankful, nigga. That's the biggest thing I wanted to do in life was music. You know what I'm saying? So, nigga, I followed the footsteps of my brother Vine. Vine TV, the one that picked me on. Vine TV, the one that bought my ticket out here that got me to Cali. How can anybody else pick me on? You know what I'm saying? And I think niggas be forgetting, like, dang, I'm a grown ass man. I never once asked a nigga for nothing, nigga. I slept on a nigga couch. Didn't ask a nigga for nothing. I know straight millionaires. You know what I'm saying? I slept on a nigga couch. Gang, and niggas making fun of that shit. Never could understand it, gang. This why I came on this stream, I'm like, this is my last month streaming. Like, on my mama. This is my last month streaming. I'm not streaming next month, gang. I'm sick of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I love the Capaholics, but this streaming shit, gang, can't do it.
Capaholics member Paidway Tio announced that he is done with streaming due to the nature of the business and due to the fact that Capaholics is just not working. Now, if you had some sort of passion for this, why would you stop? Why would you stop streaming? Why would you stop creating content? I think that this goes against everything that all of the big streamers and content creators have said in their whole career, what they've made an establishment on, is the fact that, hey, no matter what's going on, as long as there's a camera, I'm gonna find a way to be entertaining. This reveals everything we knew about the Capaholics, saying that, hey, this is a group of friends that felt.
I ain't gonna lie. Let me rewind it. It sounds like I'm hearing something. I don't like that shit.
Is the fact that, hey, no matter what's going on, as long as there's a camera,
okay, that's that nigga video I was about to say. God. So, somebody behind me?
I'm gonna find a way to be entertaining. This reveals everything we knew about the Capaholics, saying that, hey, this is a group of friends that felt as if, hey, we can be a group collective bigger than the biggest creators out there. If you look at the stats of the big 3 from Capaholics, now we're talking about DDG, Dub, and Deshay, you will see that they are truly about this life. They are truly passionate about content creation. But if you look at some of the other members, the Wizard Kellys, the Paidway TOs, and others of the world, sporadic, sparse, that might not not even be describing it properly. They just aren't streamers. They most likely jumped on the bandwagon because they saw the dollar signs and the lifestyle attached to it, but they don't understand that in order to achieve this high level of success, you need a high level of commitment to keep it going. With all the resources at their disposal, we've seen Deshae and we've seen DDG have huge stream attempts, marathons, all these other things. And not only that, they've also been doing pretty big collaborations with other people in the space. Deshae Frost just did the Quiet on the Creek stream with Saucy Santana, but ultimately that showed a few things. These guys were serious about their content, while these other guys just kind of
that nigga Deshae crazy. Hey, he gonna get that bad, man. Them niggas wild.
Sat and waited on their hands, hoping that somebody would give them some sort of breadcrumb. And then ultimately, which I don't necessarily blame them, the bigger guys in the group decided they were going to shift focus to something that was more tangible, something that was more beneficial to them, because I don't feel like pulling teeth to get these guys that don't want to create content to actually create some content.
You and that little lame ass community shit talk about we the lamest group when we're always together.
Bro, fuck them niggas.
No, I'm saying
I'm saying this is I ain't even reading my chat.
No,
nigga.
I'm saying like
fuck what they say.
No, nobody.
I'm saying,
no,
nigga.
no.
I'm saying if we gonna beat a group, we gotta do shit like this all the time.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? 100%. Niggas don't be together, bro.
I'm not
That's
saying.
all I'm
listen,
saying. Why we can't say, hey, every day, 1 p.m. we all sparking. Boom. You only got 2 hours. You gotta go pick up woo-wop. Cool. You get off at 3, but we start together. Why we can't do little shit like that? It ain't gotta be no crazy shit. We ain't got a plan to jump out a plane together. We can just stream together.
Okay, so look,
we can play the game. We played Among Us. Bang.
I ain't gonna lie. DDG making sense.
Yeah. Nigga, that shit got 500K on my YouTube. Nigga, I'm playing a game. Nigga, we're funnier than a lot of niggas, bro.
100%.
So it's like, if we stream together, we can do something. We don't stream together.
But even if they were all creators who had passion for content creation.
Yeah, so they started a group. They moved into the group house, but everybody doing their own thing. Simple. It don't make sense. And nigga, we just wanted to be roommates. We could just be roommates. But if y'all want to say this shit a group, we gotta do group shit, nigga. Makes sense.
From the jump. Ultimately, the foundation that they were trying to build this group channel on was shaky at best from the start.
I think Core's currently going to fail. And I said this when Core first got announced. The issues with Core are you guys are all very successful individually, and I think you guys are incentivized to just work on your own thing. Like, you know, you're actively doing maybe...
That's that Raising Cane? Raising Cane's fire. Damn. Simple. I need some of that. I ain't gonna lie, I need some of that. Tomorrow.
back Monday, or like you're maybe talking with your team, like Woj or Lou, about like some streams you want to do in the future for yourself, and you'll see the direct benefit from that. And no one's actively like putting effort into thinking about what should we do for the group. So my prediction when you guys started your group is that eventually, like, you know, one person's going to do the brunt of the workload to get it started. They're going to burn out just necessarily because they're only receiving, if you put effort into the group, 1/5 of that. There's 6 people, 1/6, whatever the percentage is, but they're getting like 1/5 or 1/6 of the return of that. If they were to work on their own things, they would feel much better because they'd get more return. It's kind of like, imagine doing a group project every week and you're getting an A, but you're doing all the work.
Career streamer and content creator Ludwig was talking to core member Jason the Ween, who has also been a part of, at this point, 2 group channels, pointing out the harsh realities, not only of their group channel and why he thinks that they'll have some issues, but the realities of group channels in general. Ultimately, it's not as lucrative or beneficial as people make it out to be, specifically on the monetary side. Think about this. If you have a group of 6 people, if you make $60,000 on a video, you have to bust that down. First, any employee pays, taxes, and then split the rest between 6 other people, as opposed to doing your own individualized content. So that is a harsh reality of doing group content in general, but one that can ultimately be mitigated with other things coming down the line. And ultimately, it's inherent to a group content. But what is unique about Capaholics, and other groups fall for this trope, is that they have a one person running the show. This is the other portion that Ludwig was referring to. If everybody's not planning the same, doing the same type of work, and producing the same sort of output, this is gonna create burnout. It's gonna make somebody that's an individual jaded to the situation. And ultimately, it's gonna make them pissed off and not wanna continue. But the sad part about it is, if that person doesn't continue, then the group just falls apart.
You the Warriors, right? Yeah. You getting your ass whooped all season. You win 2 games. You gonna say we the best team in the world?
No.
Nigga, we ain't even make it to the playoffs, nigga.
We lost the whole shit.
Nigga, we've been
losing. You a boxer.
Bro, we had the internet. No, listen, bro. We had the internet on lock. October, November, little bit of December. Them niggas start bullshitting. It is what it is. I ain't saying nothing crazy.
DDG's individual series.
That nigga tired of them niggas. Simple. Nigga gotta match the hustle, man.
About the group displays a level of passion that he has for this group to work. And as a career content creator, I could see that. It makes a lot of sense to me. But ultimately, if the other people that aren't as busy as you, aren't working on other projects like you, aren't putting effort and time into the business, then ultimately that's gonna make the busiest person in the group pissed off and not want to interact with them anymore. So now DDG has to ask himself, Deshae has to ask himself, Dub has to ask himself, would I wanna put my time, effort, and energy into creating my own individual video that could also bang and bring me benefits, or do I want to put effort into a group channel where others aren't working and I'm not seeing the residual benefits? Like, let's be honest, gun to the back of your head, can you name 3 other members of Capaholics not named DDG, Deshae, or Dub? No, but
what you say, DDG, Deshae, and Dub? His cousin, T.O., the Wizard Kelly dude. Damn, I thought I could do it. What's up? I know his face. I just don't know his name. Damn.
You would think that would mean that those guys would be working as hard to get their names bigger than ever, but the reality is that's not true.
We was ass.
Y'all was ass? Like performance-wise?
Yeah, as a group, we was just ass. You know, we got our own lives. I got a son. My brother got a son. So we got lives. Sometimes our schedules just don't align for us to do group videos and do group content. It's not as motivating as it should be, you know.
And that's why it's ending?
Yeah, a lot of the groups be younger. We on the older side.
I know.
So, you know, when you get to this age, it's like got a lot of responsibilities and things to deal with that might not make you overly motivated to be in the house with a bunch of people and make content all the time.
That makes sense.
And while I may be able to empathize with DDG, the nature of the game, if you want something to work, is that you have to make sacrifices. I'm not saying that anybody has to miss a birthday if they don't want to, or miss a date night if they don't want to. But ultimately, knowing that you're not going to make those sacrifices needed to be done to build a brighter and better future for the group channel later down the line means that the group channel that you're trying to make will not work. And I think what really
might be this nigga background simple.
All of this worse is the fact that DDG, Deshae, Dub, and the Capaholics are trying to build a group channel in an era in which the blueprint has been laid out over and over and over again. Sidemen, Clover Boys, AMP, FaZe, 2Hype. There have been so many group channels that have laid out the foundation before them, and they still can't get it. Mind you, it's not like this game is so secretive either. Like, they can reach out to these people, or better yet, consume some of the videos that exist on the internet. Dennis talked about what it takes to be a great group channel, and this is something that they could have easily learned from.
Listen, if you ever want to start a YouTube group, look at AMP for inspiration. And I tell you that because, not even trying to be biased either, but I love my dogs to death. You got a problem with my dogs, you got a problem with me as well, vice versa. These are my actual friends that has turned into brothers. But most importantly, nobody is more important to the group, and we all do shit for the group, even if we don't want to do it, because we know it is good for the group.
Ultimately, content groups should be established and made by those that are bought in, that are passionate about making content, that aren't, putting the brunt of the work on one person to make all the decisions, even though this person is the biggest name in the space. It should only be for those that truly see the forest for the trees for the forest beyond the trees, the bigger picture that lies after putting in the work. You need people who have a healthy relationship with one another, and you need people who are genuinely caring about the content.
I was just about to say that too.
And one without another.
Oh, he said genuinely caring about the content. I was talking about genuinely caring, genuinely relationship with friends. Like, y'all gotta be genuine friends, bro. If y'all not really messing with each other, that shit gonna show. A group is something long term. That ain't something we about to just do for a month and break up. Y'all trying to, be a real group. Simple. So if y'all not genuinely friends and genuinely like each other, that shit ain't gonna work, bro.
Another is a recipe for disaster. For the Capaholics, they started on the wrong path and they never course corrected. And now, if you look at a year later, you would say that this whole time has been wasted. I remember this DDG tweet where people were talking about the disparity between.
And then he got 20K, 37, 54, 44. 994. What did Shay not in it?
Him being a streamer, and then
Everybody say the screenshot and watch how everybody numbers look on November 1st. Damn.
his collective being a streamer, and he was like, yo, take a look a year later. Yeah, buddy, we got the Twitch stats. It's not looking good. But the reason why I'm not saying that it is a year wasted is because there is knowledge in failure. There is knowledge in others doing bad things. So maybe not for DDG Dub and Deshae should they be looking at this, but for anybody else looking at creating some sort of group channel, I think that it's actually more important that you study the failures of Capaholics as opposed to the successes of AMP or Beta Squad. Sure, you can learn great things from the successful content creator groups, but you can learn exactly what not to do when looking at a failed content creation group like the Capaholics.
Yeah, interesting video, man. Simple. Yeah, this is the dude I was talking about. I was trying to think of Derek. His name is Derek. Simple, but yeah, nah, I feel it. They definitely didn't end up where they were supposed to be. But if everybody heading out in the game, it is what it is, man. Simple. It's your boy Kevo, man. Thanks for chilling with me, man. Y'all make sure to hit the like button for me. Like the video, hype your boy up, man. I'm gonna catch you in the next one, alright? Peace.
Niggas be flies, they be liking my shit on the low. I'ma stack this money and be quiet. Fall back, act like I'm broke. Just because a nigga like to lie, doesn't mean take me for a joke. Just cause a nigga counting them tickets, doesn't mean man plot on my yoke. But these niggas Lord part of my soul. Demons want me, man, they can't let me go. Devil touched my phone, I didn't even read it. Just opened it, it tastes bad, no. No, it's not snow, but I keep me a hoe. Don't got a boat, but I keep me a rope. Hella bad days, but I keep me some hope.